Do you know the way? You have to have a baller to know the way. Hi YouTube and welcome back to yet another Diablo 2 Infernal Edition solo self-found build video. And today we will be taking a look at my pure demonic warlock against some players 8 terror zones, and hopefully we'll get some heralds to spawn. Now a quick disclaimer as always is that I've been playing Diablo 2 for many years, and so some of these save files were actually imported from vanilla D2 upon the release of Diablo 2 Resurrected, and now those save files has been imported over from Resurrected into the Infernal Edition on Steam that I'm currently playing at. So just keep that in mind as I'll be showing you my gear, because some of the rune words and uniques are extremely hard to come by. But all other than that, everything that I'll show you in this video is farmed in a legit manner, so you know I'm not the type of person that manipulates the time zone on my computer to target farm certain areas. None of that stuff. Anyways, taking a look at the character page, just enough strength to be able to equip my gear, and I actually have more than I need to, and that's because I switched out some of the gear pieces, and so that has increased my strength more than I need to have, and I haven't found the means to respect my character once more. I have nothing into dexterity, every remaining point into vitality, and nothing into energy. So your standard stat distribution right here. And as for the skill tree, I believe this is where it gets interesting, because I opted to go for a Bind Demon Tainted Blood Boil hybrid, I guess you could call it. And the reason for this is that previously I did try the pure Tainted Blood Boil Engorge version, but I found out that while it worked great against lower player counts, the damage from the Tainted just fell off hard when facing higher player counts, heralds especially. And so that's why I, instead of maxing Engorge, I put those points into Bind Demon instead. And for me this has worked out great, because realistically the only thing that I miss out on by not maxing Engorge is that I miss the physical damage from Blood Boil. But what I get instead is a really strong melee demon that can clear out those high heralds that my Tainted aren't strong enough to face against, basically. And so I have Hephaestus, and he has the what is it called? The Holy Freeze aura, as well as Cursed and Stone Skin to help his survivability. And the Holy Freeze aura is great because it helps keeps my Merc alive, as well as I do believe that it has a chance to proc the curse as well, which is just another great benefit. And so I've maxed out Bind Demon, I maxed out Summon Tainted, I maxed out Demonic Mastery, and I've maxed out Blood Oath as well as Blood Boil. And if I were to continue to level up this character, I'm level 93 now by the way, then I would put 1 point into Sigil Lethargy, and then remaining points would either go into Defiler or Engorge, I'm not sure. Now taking a look at the gear, I have a mid-rolled Mang Song's Lesson that originally rolled with -12 to enemy cold resistance, and then -12 to fire resistance as well. And then I've socketed that with a jewel that you get from Uber Ancients, which has put it up to -18% to enemy fire resistance, which is quite nice. The helm is just a Shaco socketed with a Num, because I do have a little bit of problem with the resistances. Amulet is Maras with 28 to all resistance. And then I have Enigma, dual Bulkados for the life and the added skills, Arachnid's Mesh for the skills and slows target, as well as faster cast rate. And then I have the Tri-Set Horizons, however you pronounce that, the new Warlock set. And that gets me the set bonus, the 3 set piece set bonus, which gives me additionally -25% to enemy fire resistance. Now, if I were to get that really great unique offhand, Warlock offhand, that gives a lot to Engorge, and I believe it gives some Bind Demon or something like that as well, then I would probably replace that. But as of right now, this is working quite nice. As for the charms, it's just a renewed Flame Rift over here that I got recently, and the roll was decent, I guess. Only -6 to enemy fire resistance, but I did get +10 to faster run walk, as well as a pretty nice hefty life pool at 57. And the rest are just some resistance life charms. I do have an Annie, and unfortunately a torch that is pure ass! But this is one that I hope to replace soon. I just have to farm more keys. Anyways, we'll take some look at some players 8 terror zones, and hopefully we can get some nice drops as well. So the way that I usually play is that I put up 1 Tainted, and then I might put up 1 Defiler against regular farming, I guess you could call it. I just spam Blood Boil, and then top off some demon health with Engorge. And let's see here. You can see I can kind of stomp, not an issue whatsoever. And as long as I just keep on slaying mobs and top off their demon health with Engorge, I'm not usually getting into too much trouble. I say as I nearly die. So yeah, this character is just so much fun and really powerful. And he has not an issue with... I'd say he doesn't have an issue with anything except for maybe he's a bit slower against... Well, he's quite a lot slower, to be honest. He's quite a lot slower than my Mosaic Assassin against Ubers. But yeah, I don't think it's really fair to compare anything to the Mosaic Assassin, which is just broken, to be honest. Whoops, my demon is about to die, can't have that. So you see, even though my demon's health were almost at, I'd say, the lower 20%, just 1 Engorge helped him get up to 50%, and then 2 Engorge to 100. Not an issue. And this is players 8, it's just insane. On Switch I do have CTA and Spirit, but most of the times I actually just forget to use that because it really isn't needed for the most part. Let's see here, we have a charm, we'll get that, and then we'll continue. And I guess that if I don't get a Herald to spawn, I'll just continue into the throne room and slay Bale, so I can show you how that works out. Oops. I'm not a big fan of those souls. So yeah, the changes and the new uniques and everything that they put into the Infernal, or sorry, the what is called, the new expansion, the Breath of the Warlock or something like that. I feel like most of the things are really fantastic, and the game is definitely going in the right direction. Now, I would like to see some changes to the other classes as well. Barbarian, for one, could really use some love. And yeah, but they really did a great job with the Warlock, honestly. Just the way that this character plays is so much fun, because usually I'm not too huge of a fan of of summon builds, but since I do have Blood Boil, which helps my character burst out some damage, mostly to clear up trash mobs, it just feels great. Just fantastic. Works out really well. And this build really forces you, even though it's generally safe, really forces you to keep an eye out for Hephaestus' health. The other summons doesn't matter that much, I guess, because you can only resummon them if they were to die, so not an issue. Holy hell. What the hell, boy? Really strong build, boy. And these are my resistances, by the way. 70 to fire, 75 to lightning, 68 to cold, and 51 to poison. So I am quite vulnerable to poison damage, but that's another nice benefit of the Horizon set, is that with the shield I get reduced poison length by 75%, which is quite huge. But I would like to get the new unique that just has so many skill points to the skills that I'm using. Ars Diablos or whatever it's called, something like that. So no heralds, but I'll show you what we can do against players 8 Bale. And this is usually when I put up 2 Tainted instead, because the Tainted does great damage against bosses. And I guess I can use some Blood Boil, but I have to be careful since I don't have any corpse here to use in Gorge. But you can see his health is going down quite fast. And yeah, just an amazing character. So much fun, so engaging to play. Now we really need to see some love for the other classes. I just love the fact that they update this game at all, given its age. Hopefully it's the new ring. Nope. Don't need that. Ooh, that's interesting. I'll keep that one. So yeah, just having a great time during my vacation right now. And yeah, it's a blast to play the Warlock. And hopefully we'll see some changes to the other classes as well. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in future videos. Bye bye, take care, and do all of the YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, whatever. Alright, cheers.